G'day shark lovers. We're at Cape Tribulation in a little place called Bat House, and I'm here with Laura. This is a really special volunteer organisation that care for orphan spectacled bats. Not only that, the fellow that started this about 25 years ago, Laura was telling me before, Hugh, this was all paddocks, Laura, you were saying, completely barren.
That's right.
And Hugh's come in here and with his passion for these bats has revegetated this area. Unfortunately it's raining pretty heavy outside at the moment, so we're not going to get a real good look at it. But revegetated this whole property for these little fellas here that Laura's got with her. Laura, can you tell us a little bit more about this little girl that you've got here with you?
Okay, well these guys are spectacled flying foxes and they're only found in this area within Australia. They're pretty special. They're listed as vulnerable currently due to loss of habitat being the main reason for that. Obviously human encroachment on their territory, deforestation, also their issues with farmers and urbanisation clearly. So yeah, what our job here is to basically try to build as much as we can to rebuild their environment, to plant some trees for them to eat and to live in, and hopefully try to get them away from the urban areas where they're causing problems.
Sure. And for people who aren't too familiar with these beautiful little guys, their diet, what do they typically eat?
In the wild they eat lots of different rainforest fruits, blossoms, nectar. There's a whole lot of different species that they eat. Yeah, obviously they normally feed up in the trees, up quite high, but they have been known to come down further and forage on the ground too when they need to get food.
Now this little girl has got a fairly unfortunate story about her being with you guys. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, unfortunately her mum was actually eaten by a python, which was being watched by a couple of tourists that were sitting having a nice little picnic. So what happened was they saw that the mother had a baby and unfortunately weren't able to rescue the mum, but ended up being able to rescue her, and we got her at 1 month old and we're rearing her, and hopefully in about a month or so she'll be able to go back up to the tablelands and eventually be released.
That's fantastic, isn't it? Now you had a special day yesterday, Laura was telling us, with this little girl. Tell us what she did for the first time yesterday.
She flew for the very first time.
Fantastic.
It was very exciting, we were very proud,
yeah.
just like parents.
Yeah. So she's making positive steps forward to be released back out in the wild.
Absolutely.
And you think it'll be a successful release, like she'll be ready to go and fend for herself, do you think?
I think so. She's very strong, she's very healthy, she's very independent, as you can see. She's trying to, get amongst everything and trying to do her own thing, but yeah, she's really on track to being able to be released, which is really good news for us.
Absolutely, yeah. Now, anybody that's visiting far North Queensland, particularly obviously the Cape Tribulation and the Daintree area, do drop into the Bat House and check out this amazing place and the work that these guys do, that Hugh has basically devoted his life to caring for these guys, and people like Laura who come up here and volunteer their time and their resources to make sure that these guys have got a fighting chance at survival. Bat House is located on the Cape Tribulation Road, just across the road from the general store, the only general store in this area, a little backpackers place called PK's. Pretty sure you can find Bat House on the internet.
You can, yeah, we do have a website. It's austrop.org.au.
Fantastic.